Well, hello there, and welcome to CoffeeKlatsch. I'm your hostess, Eppie-sode. Now, you're asking, what is a CoffeeKlatsch? Well, that's where a group of friends and neighbors get together, and they have their favorite beverage, and they have some fun and talk about everything under the sun. When your friends and family can't get a hold of you, you just tell them you're at the CoffeeKlatsch and invite them on in. They're always welcome.
Hello, and welcome to CoffeeKlatsch. I'm your hostess, Eppie-sode, and I hope you are well. Well, summer is officially over. And the cooler weather, I guess, is on its way, but it's still, here in North America, it's been quite warm. I would say it's been in the 80s. There were a few days, couple weeks ago, where the temperature really got down. It was kind of scary, in the 30s, so it was hovering right around the freezing mark, just a little bit above. So it was quite cool, and it was actually more seasonal. But now it's gone back up to 70s, 80s, and something that I have sort of observed here is that when summer is over and autumn is on its way, the winds start kicking up and blowing, and it just, there's no trees, so it just kind of whistles right on through. And then to stop it. And so, yeah, it's real fun walking the dogs, because one of them, Yogi, he skitters all over the place. He gets real weird about it, and then there's all kinds of just talking about it makes me itch. It blows dust and garbage all over the place, and literally sometimes garbage, which isn't pretty. Anyway, so we're going to start off with Skywatch, and the show is over for Saturn, Mars, and Venus. All are lost in the sun's glare, and just for good measure, Mercury is there too. At a dazzling early month magnitude of -4.7, Venus would be eye-catching if its orbit angled vertically above the sunset as it does in the spring. However, as it is now, it sets before twilight ends. Between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. during the first week of the month, binocular-equipped observers taking care to block the sun from direct view can see Venus's beautifully thin crescent exactly 30 degrees to the left of the sun. Venus passes in front of the sun at inferior conjunction on the 28th. Meanwhile, Jupiter remains superb as the brightest star in the heavens out all night long. And the full moon for October is on the 22nd, in the 21st hour and the 37th minute, according to East Coast time. The best days in October too. Quit smoking, October the 5th and 23rd. Begin a diet to lose weight, October the 5th and 23rd. Begin a diet to gain weight, October 9th and 18th. Cut hair to discourage growth, October 7th, 30th, and 31st. Cut hair to encourage growth is October 3rd, 4th, 30th, and 31st, which makes no sense because it's either way there. So I guess you get 2 days there that, whatever your intention is. To have dental care, October 5th and 6th. To start projects the 8th and 9th, and to end projects the 5th and 6th. The full moon names for October's moon is the full hunter's moon, full travel moon, full dying grass moon. Now we're going to pick up again with our warning labels. I like this one. Caution, remove infant before folding for storage. On a portable stroller. I think they'd let you know. Look before driving on the dashboard of a mail truck. Well, I think that would be with anything. Do not iron clothes on body. This is on the packaging for a Rowenta iron. Now, I've often considered it, because I do have the wrinkles, but ironing them on my body is just not an option. No. Do not drive car or operate machinery. This is on Booth's children's cough medicine. Well, I'm not going to go there because YouTube is, yeah, I'm not going to go there. For indoor, outdoor use only on a string of Christmas lights. What other options do you have? Wearing this garment does not enable you to fly. This is on a child-sized Superman costume. But you know, when I was a kid, I used to, before I realized that gravity is a constant, I used to climb up on fence posts and on windy days and get my jacket out there and jump off and try to fly. Never worked, but you can't blame a girl for trying, you know. This door is alarmed from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. This is on a hospital's outside access door. So in other words, it's overnight. Beware. To touch these wires is instant death. Anyone found doing so will be prosecuted. And this is on a sign at a railroad station. No. Warning. Do not use if you have prostate problems. This is on a box of Midol PMS relief tablets. Well, you could look at that either way. You know, they need to be sure that people don't confuse the two, I guess. And, you know, that's all I'm saying. Product will be hot after heating. And this is on a supermarket dessert box. Do not turn upside down. This is on the bottom of a supermarket dessert box. You know, and that just, them dessert boxes, they're dangerous. They're just nothing but trouble. Because, you know, they never print the directions up on top of it. You know, oh, no. Or on the side where you can, you know, easily read it. No, as it is, if you turn it upside down, you know, or if you're, otherwise you're holding it up above your head and trying to read above your head. Good luck. Anyway, do not light in face and do not expose to flame. This is on a lighter. I'm not going to go there. Choking hazard. This toy is a small ball. This is on the label for a cheap rubber ball toy. Nothing like stating the obvious. Not for human consumption on a package of dice. Now, I suppose that you could mistake them as sugar cubes. But if it's a sugar cube and it's got a black dot on it, I think that would be your first tip off that maybe this isn't a sugar cube. Just saying. Now, I would like someone to explain this to me. I really would like somebody to explain this to me. May be harmful if swallowed. Now, what do you think that would be on? I mean, I can think of a lot of things, but let us know what you think. This is on a shipment of hammers. Using Ingenio cookware to destroy your old pots may void your warranty. Now, this is a printed message that appears on a television advertisement as the presenter demonstrates how strong the cookware is by using it to beat up and destroy a regular frying pan. I guess they can think of somebody else, but I don't know. Do not attempt to stop the blade with your hand. This is on a manual for a Swedish chainsaw. Yes. Do not dangle the mouse by its cable or throw the mouse at co-workers. But you know, sometimes I have wanted to take that mouse and just fling it. It never occurred to me to throw it at somebody. Thanks a lot. This is from a computer manual for an SGI computer. Warning, may contain nuts. This is on a package of peanuts. No kidding, you think? Do not eat. This is on a slip of paper in a sterno box, referring to the styrofoam packing. Well, I think that could be either one, because you don't want to eat the sterno either. I love this one. Do not eat if seal is missing. This is on the said seal. Remove occupants from stroller before folding it. Oh, that's kind of like the first one. access hole only, not intended for use in lifting the box. Now this is on the sides of a shipping carton, just above the cutout openings, which one would assume were handhold. Now that's your first mistake, is you're assuming. And they never make things clear, do they? I mean, they gotta do, and that's more confusing than the actual thing. Okay. And now from Eppie's diary. You know, when I was little, these are just some random thoughts that I come up with. I don't know why. It's just kind of like, come inside my head and take a look. You'll be very afraid. You really will. You might. When I was little, I'd always heard about elbow grease. And for those of you that don't know what elbow grease is referring to, it is when you say you've got to really try, give it some effort. This is especially when you're talking, like, for example, opening a jar that's really vacuum sealed, you know, put some elbow grease into it, you know, and get it going. So when you're giving it a good effort. So back then I always wondered, where does elbow grease come from? Well, yeah, well, elbow, yeah, I know where my elbow is, but where does it, is there a gland in there? Is there a does everybody have it? You know, and what happens if you run out? Can you run out of it? And if you do, can you buy it in the store, like a tube of toothpaste? And will somebody try to take my elbow grease? What can I do to prevent this? I told you I was a strange kid. Now here's another, it's actually a rather unsettling thought. Now if we follow the theory of evolution and accept that we are evolved from apes, well, apes are still around. So what are they becoming? Are they becoming anything? Or an even better question, what are we becoming? Your moment of Zen, brought to you by Eppie. Okay, well, we were driving home from the store the other day, and there was a strange, I don't know, it's a strange entrance, because you go just a little ways and the next thing you've got like 3 things coming on and 2 going off, and it's just bizarre. And it's been this way all summer, because actually another word for the summer season is construction. And there was road construction going on. And so we were merging on, and we were still going to stay in the right lane anyway, but there was this big backup of traffic. Not huge, but not gridlock. But anyway, not compared to some cities, but it was backed up. Okay, so there was a semi-truck on our left-hand side, and there was a policeman behind the semi-truck, and they were both wanting to get over into the right lane. So you know there's something going on in the left lane. What's funny is the policeman had his lights going. And you're going, is there an emergency? Or is he just wanting everybody to get out of his way so he can get over? I don't know. So anyway, so my husband lets them both in, you know, the semi and the policeman, the state patrol. And so once, so he gets in the right lane anyway. So we're letting him in, and this guy in this SUV behind us honks. That's an older guy, and he honks. I'm like, what is your problem? Are you not paying attention to what's going on around you? Do you not make that jump where you're going, oh, maybe there's a reason that these cars are coming into the right lane? You know, no, So he gets up a little bit after these cars get, and he goes around us. And he quickly finds out that there is a sign that says, left lane closed. So, whoa. So he had to get back in behind us where he started off with in the first place. So as we took our turn, it was right there. It was, like I said, it's just a bizarre setup. So get off, and I said, you know, well, he was sure in a hurry, and my husband looks in the rearview mirror, and I said, because, you know, he's still in that same lane, he's behind all that stuff, he didn't gain nothing, and my husband looked in the rearview mirror and said, yeah, well, at his age, he shouldn't be in a hurry for anything.